May I request everyone
that you all are willing to attend.
Bring about development.
Be the Master of Ceremony.
Dr. Kanjuni, the Vice President of Guangdong Academy of Agriculture Science and Vice Chairperson of the International Tropical Fruits Network. Dr. Muhammad Desa Sim, Chief Executive Officer for International Tropical Fruits Network, and Mr. Pascal Liu, Team Leader, International Investment and Tropical Fruits Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations. Other distinguished speakers, participants, ladies and gentlemen, I once again welcome you all to the International Symposium on Tropical Fruits 2017 here in Nadi, Fiji. Special welcome to all our overseas friends and partners, and I wish you all a pleasant stay in our beautiful Fiji. I commend the International Fruits Network, the Ministry for Agriculture and the Fiji Institute of Agriculture Science for organizing this event. The International Symposium on Tropical Fruits 2017 theme, Food Security Amidst a Changing Climate Towards a Sustainable and Resilient Tropical Fruits Industry, is highly relevant and timely, and thank you for having Fiji to host this very important symposium. As you all know, Fiji has been given the responsibility to take up the COP presidency for COP23, and the team will be leaving next Monday. And I don't have to tell you how much climate change has greatly affected all of us, particularly the agriculture stakeholders. For Fiji, particularly the changing weather pattern, saltwater intrusion, and the devastation caused by climate-induced disasters. This has greatly affected us in terms of our production, and of course affecting us in terms of our food and nutrition security as well. But I say that it's timely and relevant, again for other reasons, in terms of food and nutrition security. Fiji is in the process, again thankful to FAO, of developing a food and nutrition policy, which will be finding its way into cabinet towards the end of the year. We have a few more cabinet meetings this year. Together with the Ministry for Health, we are formulating that food and nutrition policy, which is consistent with the Zero Hunger initiative by the Director General of FAO. But ladies and gentlemen, you would all agree with me that it's not only about food security. Most importantly, it's about nutrition security as well. For Fiji and more specific island countries, NCD is quite high. For Fiji particularly, we have an amputation of in every 8 hours or so. In last week's paper, about 25% of the people are affected by diabetes. So this is a worrying trend for us, thus the need for us to look seriously into our food and nutrition security policy and how it can bring about a healthy lifestyle to all our Fijians. The economic opportunities as well, I don't need to go into the details. For Fiji, huge potentials, but there's not much in terms of tropical fruits industries here in Fiji. If you go to our research station, which is just next door to us, you will see all the tropical fruits. Almost 80 or so mango varieties and rambutan and mangosteen and you name it, they are all there. But there are no industries except for papaya and a few others. I'm always passionate about tropical fruit because this is where I initially worked after I left high school, in the hope that I would get a scholarship to continue with my further studies. I was involved in the first commercial tropical agriculture venture here in Fiji. And that was the part of the diversification of the sugar industry in the old development plans that we have. Now we are coming to the end of the preferential arrangement for sugar. But back then, in the early 80s, tropical fruits was chosen as the potential for the diversification of the sugar industry. So if I refer you to the 2014 Fiji 2020 Agriculture Policy Agenda, it talks about the potentials in the agriculture sector on tropical fruits, and I hope we are also in the process of developing the strategic plan that will take us into the next 5 years from 2018, after having the livestock and the crop forum respectively. So I hope that tropical fruits will feature prominently in this. I have just come back from Sydney last week on the Australia-Fiji Trade Forum. There were a lot of discussions about potentials, and of course tropical fruit features prominently in those discussions. And I hope that out of the outcome of this meeting, we should be able to progress, particularly for us, not only in Fiji, but of course into the region as well. Production of fruits has a huge potential in this country, and we have started to explore this opportunity with our counterparts. Recently, we released a new guava variety, which we have named the Green Pearl, for commercial cultivation. This will be the first time for Fiji to start cultivating guava as a commercial crop. Probably it's there. Ladies and gentlemen, fruits are important to nation building. I've highlighted a few reasons, because they can provide the necessary nutrients for healthy living, as well as provide the economic support to raise the standard of living for our rural population. The famous saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor at bay, is very true. And we therefore need to encourage our communities to consume more and more fruits daily. Once again, I wish to thank you all for choosing Fiji to be the host of this symposium, and I wish you all very successful deliberations and a very pleasant stay in Fiji. Pinawale.